What's the deal with a homestead without chickens, ducks, cows, etc.? Hey guys, this is Eric with East Texas Homestead, and I'm on my way to work right now, and I wanted to just have a quick little chat. We call ourselves East Texas Homestead because basically we're in East Texas, and we are building a homestead. Now, there are thousands and thousands of homesteads probably just in East Texas alone that are much farther along than we are. We don't have a traditional look as far as we don't have chickens all over the place. We don't have a dairy cow. We don't have ducks roaming around and quacking and stuff. And I wanted to address why we don't at this particular point in time. When our oldest son was 8 months old, he had one bite of yogurt and it nearly killed him. And at that point, we realized that my wife had to stay home and take care of our son. We couldn't put him in daycare. It was just too dangerous. It was a decision we decided to make. We decided we wanted to go ahead and homeschool him anyway. So we needed to figure out a way to transition out of the typical two income family and living in a little HOA with a nice little starter home. Well, the yogurt, basically what was in it was the dairy, the cow's milk that he was severely allergic to. And since then, we've discovered that he's allergic to eggs and peanuts as well. It makes it really hard to have a homestead egg and meat production whenever you can't do chickens, ducks, and have a little dairy cow, right? Or even the goats. My parents do have goats. They will eventually move out to the goats, that is, will eventually move out to our property. But at the moment, there's still a very high likelihood that even the goat's milk our children can't tolerate. And so our firstborn or secondborn both have the same allergies, and we're not so sure about our 9-month-old at the moment. So those are the main reasons. If it weren't for those two things, we would have had chickens roaming around the property and probably ducks and maybe even a little a dairy cow or something as well. Might not have gone that route, but we're on 10 acres and we could definitely get a cow out there and not overgraze the land. But I did want to point out that we may soon be going the route of chickens or probably ducks. Our second born, just this week, we went and had him challenged on baked eggs. So basically what the process of challenging a child is we take him in, hook him up to an IV in the allergist office, and we rub a little bit of a baked egg product. Now, when we say baked, we're not talking about scrambled eggs. That won't actually do it. You have to break down the egg protein, and he's allergic to actually both the egg whites and the yolks, so that's kind of a challenge. But you have to bake it at 350 degrees or higher for over 20 minutes. So we're talking about excuse me. So we're talking about breads, cake, casserole, maybe that type of thing. Now, we took it, rubbed a little bit of piece of cake on his chin, watched him for 15 minutes. He didn't have any reaction, which was amazing. Then we moved into rubbing a little bit on his lip. Didn't have any reaction there. Decided to move on to rubbing it inside his lip, and then taking a little nib, then rubbing it on his tongue. Each time you wait 15 minutes in between, make sure there are no reactions. We did this under, I want to be very clear that we did this under doctor supervision in a clinic. So after doing that, he passed having it on his tongue. Then we moved into him actually eating a little cube of sponge cake. I think it was 2 grams of cake. And he passed that, and then he ate 3 little cubes. So he ate 6 grams of cake after 15 minutes, and then we waited an hour didn't have any symptoms, and so we moved on. Now, it's really exciting for us that he can actually eat baked eggs at this point. We still have yet to challenge our firstborn due to scheduling conflicts, but we plan to do that next month. At the end of next month, we'll have both boys tested on baked eggs, which would be awesome. And I'm backing into work here, so what's the significance of the baked eggs other than just having an additional thing in the diet? Well, studies suggest that if a child can tolerate baked eggs in their diet and eat it regularly, they will lose their egg allergy 7 times faster than they would. So, simple math here, but just as an example, if it would take an average of 7 years from this point for our child to lose their allergy, we could potentially lose the allergy in 1 year, which is just mind-boggling to think that in a year we could actually be eating eggs for breakfast. We haven't had eggs in our house in 4 years. And it's kind of tough, to be honest, to figure out what to eat for breakfast with protein whenever you're so used to eating eggs in the traditional breakfast. Anyhow, so that is why on our homestead we do not have eggs of any kind or dairy of any kind. If you're new to the channel, go over here and click this icon, and then it's really important, click the bell notification icon. That way you'll get notified whenever we upload new videos. Up here in the right-hand corner, we've got the suggested video that YouTube has decided that will fit you best. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.